New York and on the new Hot 97 app. Ebro in the morning on Hot 97.
Rosenberg's still out here trying to promote the Super Bowl.
No, Steve, why? Please don't have Nessa calling my phone.
Why you say that?
Because I'm not promoting the Super Bowl. I suggested, should we talk about the Super Bowl? Either
We've
watching
been
it,
talking about the Super Bowl.
Not today, we haven't. We've talked about the Knicks.
No, we talked about it yesterday.
Well,
the Knicks is a bigger story today, for sure. There's not a New York team in the Super
you're
Bowl.
right. You're right. It's a bigger story, but it is something that a lot of people this weekend are either watching
or not
watching. It's a decision either way.
I don't believe half the people who tell me they're not watching. When they tweet me and be like, I'm not watching, I don't believe you.
Nope.
And people don't believe, by the way, people don't believe me
Well, I don't
either.
believe you because you watch highlights on Instagram.
I mean, because they're on the feed. You just watch them. They're on Complex. They're on CNN. They're everywhere.
But you are not.
ESPN.
You will not be a place on Sunday where the game is on.
I won't be.
No way.
Not at
Shawnee,
all.
I know you won't be.
Nah, I won't be watching.
Nope.
No.
Cash One, where you going to be at?
I mean, I haven't watched in a couple of years now. I'm gonna be at a house that doesn't even have cable. How about that?
Perfect.
No TVs, nothing.
Shawnee, what about your restaurant?
No TV there.
They don't have a TV.
Oh, yeah, that's right. They don't.
Problem
No TV
solved.
there. Yep, straight.
Laura, you are not going to watch the game?
Nope.
And your man doesn't want to watch the game?
Nope.
He's not
doesn't
interested in
care.
sports. He's not in
yeah,
sports.
he's not. He's gonna put on his Cap jersey and hang out in the house.
Oh, yeah, I got my new I'm with Cap jersey, too. I got to remember to put that joint on. For the gram, of course.
Of course.
Of course, you got to do it for the gram. How you feel? You don't feel happy to be watching the Super Bowl?
How about you, Rosenberg? Would you be watching?
Yes, I'm watching.
Okay. Where would you be watching?
I'm watching my house.
Okay. Nice.
I'm not having some sort of big
You're not
party
having,
with
what
them.
is it? What's your favorite? 5-layer dip?
7-layer dip.
Seven-layer
Also.
dip. I've definitely been over your house before and had that amazing 7-layer dip. It's
I love
pretty
7-layer
delish.
dip.
Is there going to be 7-layer dip?
I can't confirm or deny that. Like Corey
You
Booker.
haven't made the
I'll release a video when I decide on the 7-layer dip. But no, I was just saying I'm not trying to promote the Super Bowl. I was actually saying we should talk to people who aren't going to watch the Super Bowl.
Why? Well, under what guise? Because that would just be bringing it top of mind to people who maybe weren't thinking about the Super Bowl. Maybe they weren't thinking about it.
I don't think if you're interested in sports at all, you're making a decision this weekend to either watch or not watch. It's not like you're just like, I didn't even know it was on. That's not happening.
I will say this, right? Regardless of my support of Cap and what he has represented, this is completely an aside. Not watching football has given me a healthier lifestyle.
Wow.
For sure.
Why? Because you're not
And
eating
more time with my family.
Because you're not
For
eating
sure.
dips and wings,
Because I'm not at a restaurant
beer.
drinking and eating junk food. That is one, and that's how long have I not been watching now? 2 years.
Your second year, yeah.
For sure. And Sundays I'm with my daughter. If I was with my 4-year-old, 5-year-old on Sunday, she would not want to watch football. I'd be forcing her to enjoy something I want. I now am enjoying what she wants to do.
So your hope has to be that the NFL gets it together and figures things out by the time Issa's 13 and doesn't want to hang out with you on Sundays anymore.
Facts.
So you have 9 years probably.
I got time, man.
You have plenty of time.
Football's not going anywhere. And for people who are like, why are you doing this and why are you doing that? I saw a man stand up for something, whether you liked what he stood up for or how he did it or not. And because he did that, and it was 4 black men being murdered by cops, and now he is not welcome into the workplace where he was. And I feel like that individual, by sacrificing that, if they're not compensated and acknowledged, that is a bad future for anyone else that feels like they need to use their platform to have impact on society.
And that's a totally reasonable reason.
Because if they can do that with all of this energy behind Cap, and they could do that to Cap, they could do it to anybody at any time, anywhere, and then there's not going to be any recourse when you're a big, powerful corporation like that. That's really why I'm doing it. It's because with all of the noise, energy, support, everything, right? And I don't think that the players, like people are like, well, the players are playing. If they weren't playing, I wouldn't be watching. It's like, I don't really think they have that kind of power. I think they got families to feed. They signed up to do a job. And they showing up to the job.
I do think that part gets iffy. But that's their individual choice, and this is your individual choice.
And that's that too.
So, I mean, yeah, I could argue.
But I do think there are guys that would, if they could still make the money they need to make and support Cap, they would absolutely figure out a way to not play.
More would. I think more would.
Maybe.
Not saying all, but
Yeah. I mean, listen, it's complicated, right? Eric Reed is Cap's best friend. He's also in the lawsuit. He also kneeled. He got a job,
Yeah.
took it, went to his teams, playing golf in the NFL. So I could see how people could argue, like, wait, but I thought with Cap,
And they're best friends.
and they're best friends. So it's not an easy. It's not easy, but guess what?
And I think ultimately
Sacrifice
Cap
isn't easy.
wants to play.
Yeah.
he said it, right?
He stays training. He's out there working. He's working, I don't know how many days a week he's training, but
But for him to play would mean that it would change what the narrative is, and so far
But
that
that's
hasn't
the point.
happened.
That's the point. That is the point.
Listen, you didn't ask if I'm going to feel guilty about watching the Super Bowl. Yeah, I feel
I
guilty.
just said how you feel.
I feel guilty about supporting the NFL still and watching the product. I do. I didn't go to any games this year. I didn't buy any product this year, but I do feel guilty about watching it.
I mean, you've been feeling guilty about your Redskins for a long time.
I mean, come on. Well, I'm Jewish. I feel guilty about everything. But at the same time, you asked an honest question. Am I going to be watching? Yes. And I think there are probably a lot of people out there right now who are on the fence and don't know what to do. And then you have the people like Shawnee. You know what I'm saying? Shawnee gets to protest the NFL. Shawnee never watched the NFL.
Yeah, I don't even care. They don't even. I'm like, nah, I'm not watching.
He wasn't
This is
watching
all good.
anyway.
I wasn't really
I wasn't
watching
watching
anyway.
anyway.
Yeah,
There you go.
It doesn't matter to me.
And then there's tons of people who just want to hang out and look
Well,
away.
that's the most annoying part about the whole thing, probably from a personal, just like you always talk about, people don't like losing things that they enjoy, entertainment. The fact of the matter is there are people out there protesting, and you may say you're happier without it, but deep down in your soul, there might be a part of you that on Sunday is like, damn, man, I wish the NFL didn't suck so bad. Super Bowl parties are fun. It's a fun
yeah,
get
that went away last year.
I have a non-Super Bowl party. There you go. Still get together people and have beer and delicious 7-layer dip.
I mean, I'll be with people. I'll be with my girl. I'll be with Issa. We'll be chilling, right? But
Snacks.
It's not a Super Bowl party, though.
You know what I mean?
it's not a Super Bowl party. But you know what I mean? It's quality time. And you know, with my work schedule, I don't really get to spend that much quality time.
Listen,
so it's
he'll
quality
have
time.
spinach, baby shark playing in the background.
Yeah, man.
Baby Shark will not, absolutely not, be playing in the background. And if it is, young Issa, we will be arguing about it. Yo, me and my daughter argue. Yo,
Baby shark, do 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 do. Baby shark,
You
do
gotta
do
get it.
do do do. Baby shark,
How many
mommy
kids are
shark,
dancing right now?
do do do. Mommy shark, do 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 do.
All right, that's it.
nah, man.
Can't never let it get to dad. Daddy Shark.
Creepy shark.
Yo, Ro.
I'm a creep who has a porn problem.
Ro, yeah. Yo, chill, man.
Well, that's Daddy Shark.
Chill, man.
Daddy Shark.
That's real life.
Yo,
Shark
chill.
life.